Imagine you invest $10,000 today into a dividend ETF, sit back and let it grow for 5 years. One fund hands you $16,360. The other, only $13,930. Same low fee, same goal, completely different results. That's the real difference between VYM, Vanguard's High Dividend Yield ETF, and SCHD, Schwab's U.S. Dividend Equity ETF. And here's the twist. The one with the higher dividend yield is actually the lower total return.
So which one should you own? Today, I'm breaking down these two fan-favorite ETFs, cost, yield, performance, risk, and what's actually inside each fund, so you can make a crystal-clear decision for your portfolio. Let's get into it. The basics. Who are these two? Both SCHD and VYM are in the same weight class. They both charge an identical expense ratio of just 0.06%. That's basically free money management. For every $10,000 you invest, you pay just $6 a year in fees. Elite-level cheapness from both Schwab and Vanguard. Both funds target U.S. companies that pay above-average dividends, and both are massive. VYM sits at $84.6 billion in assets under management. SCHD isn't far behind at $78.4 billion. These are not niche funds. These are two of the most trusted dividend ETFs in America. But that's where the similarities start to fade. Here's a quick side-by-side snapshot. Dividend yield, SCHD at 3.5% versus VYM at 2.3%. One-year return, VYM at 15.7% versus SCHD at 11.3%. Beta, both nearly identical, VYM at 0.76, SCHD at 0.74. Now you can already see the tension here. SCHD pays you more in dividends, but VYM has outperformed on total return over the past year. Why? That's the story. Let's unpack it. What's actually inside these funds? This is where things get really interesting. And honestly, this is the most important part of this whole comparison. Because at the end of the day, an ETF is only as good as the stocks it holds. SCHD, the income purist. SCHD holds a focused portfolio of just 101 stocks. It's disciplined, deliberate, and built specifically for dividend income. Here's how the sectors break down. Energy, 19%, consumer defensive, 18%, healthcare, 18%. Think steady, battle-tested companies that pay reliable dividends. Its top 3 holdings right now are Lockheed Martin at 4.9%, Texas Instruments at 4.5%, Chevron at 4.25%. These are not flashy high-growth names. They're workhorses, defense contractors, chip makers for industrial applications, and an oil giant, companies that have been paying and growing dividends for years. SCHD has been doing this for over 14 years. No gimmicks, no leverage, no currency hedges, just clean, straightforward dividend investing. VYM, the diversification powerhouse. VYM takes a completely different approach. It holds 589 stocks, nearly 6 times as many as SCHD. It wants to own a wide slice of dividend-paying America. Its sector mix looks like this: financial services 21%, technology 18%, healthcare 13%. And here are VYM's top holdings: Broadcom at 7.58%, JP Morgan Chase at 4.15%, ExxonMobil at 2.41%. Notice something? Broadcom, a chip company that has exploded because of artificial intelligence, is VYM's biggest single position. That's a massive overweight in one of the hottest AI plays in the market. And that is a big reason VYM's recent returns have been so strong. VYM's tech exposure is essentially a backdoor bet on the AI boom packaged inside a conservative dividend fund. That's a sneaky, powerful combination. Performance and risk, the real numbers. Okay, let's talk cold, hard numbers. Over the past 5 years, if you invested $1,000 in each fund, VYM grew to $1,636. SCHD grew to only $1,393. That's a gap of $243, or about 24% more money in your pocket with VYM. Now, SCHD fans will immediately point out the yield advantage, and they're right. SCHD's 3.5% dividend yield is significantly higher than VYM's 2.3%. If you're living off dividend income in retirement, that difference matters a lot. On a $500,000 portfolio, that's $17,500 per year from SCHD versus $11,500 from VYM. That's $6,000 more annual income. But here's the full picture. On total return, which is price appreciation plus dividends reinvested, VYM wins the last 5 years and it wins the last 1 year. What about downside risk? Both funds held up similarly during market stress. VYM's maximum drawdown over 5 years was negative 15.83%, while SCHD's was slightly worse at negative 16.86%.
The difference is small, but VYM has shown marginally better resilience, likely because of its broader diversification across 589 holdings. So the risk profiles are nearly identical, but returns and income are not. Who should own which fund? This is the decision point, and here's how I like to think about it. Choose SCHD if you are income first. You want the cash hitting your account every quarter, higher and more reliable. You're in or near retirement, and you'd rather have $3.50 in dividends for every $100 invested than chase returns. You believe in energy, consumer staples, and defense as long-term pillars of the economy. You don't mind a more concentrated, intentional portfolio of 101 stocks. SCHD is for the investor who says, just pay me. Choose VYM if you want broader diversification, all 589 stocks across a wider cross-section of the U.S. economy. You're comfortable with tech exposure, and you believe AI will continue driving financial returns. You're in an accumulation phase, still years from retirement, and total portfolio growth matters more than current income. You want the safety net of owning hundreds of dividend payers so that no single sector downturn derails your returns. VYM is for the investor who says, grow my money first and pay me along the way. The honest truth, neither fund is wrong. Both are genuinely excellent options. They just serve slightly different investment philosophies. And here's a thought many people overlook. You don't have to pick just one. Plenty of investors own both, letting SCHD juice the yield and VYM provide the breadth.
The bottom line. So let's wrap this up cleanly. If you want more income right now, SCHD wins by a wide margin on yield. If you want stronger total returns over the past 5 years, VYM wins, driven largely by its tech and financial exposure. If you want broader diversification and lower concentration risk, VYM wins again. But here's my honest take. In a world where AI, financials, and technology continue to dominate markets, VYM's construction gives it a structural tailwind that SCHD simply doesn't have. That said, if the market rotates back toward defensive sectors, energy, consumer staples, healthcare, SCHD could easily close that performance gap and then some. The key is knowing why you own what you own. Don't just pick the one with the prettier chart. Pick the one that matches your actual financial goals. So here's what I want you to do right now. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you Team SCHD, Team VYM, or do you own both? I read every single comment, and I'd love to know where you stand. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more investors who are trying to make smarter decisions with their money. And if you want more ETF deep dives like this one, make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell turned on so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.